Hello everyone, welcome back to the Lord of the Rings Online, the SLOTRO 2 edition. This is Gnomadan here. Say hello to everyone, Gnomadan. Good boy. Gnomadan is taking some time off from his busy schedule of doing Summerfest quest here in order to travel back over here to the Bree Fields and at Adso's camp. Y'all remember this is halfway along the east road between Buckland and Bree. We've got Adso Haybank, who is building his own little inn here along the road. And we have had a quest for him for a while. Let me go ahead and pull that quest up. It's Adso's Delivery. We got to take a satchel, a battered leather bag heavy with coins, and we need to go and deliver it right over there to Bill Ferny. And we will show the history of it. It's been a while. Hey friend, you're not from around here, and that may be a good thing. This is serious business, and I can't trust any of these louts with something so delicate. Making a piece of my own took an unexpected turn not so long ago, place of my own, and I am loath to tell my workers what has happened. I hope you can help me with this matter. This satchel holds the last payment I need to make to ensure the safety of the folks here and the sanctity of this soon-to-be splendid landmark. Just take it to the old Sweetgrass farm a little ways northeast of here, and give it over to the man who answers the door. It may be Bill Ferny, that is, or one of his helpers. Bill said he'll only be there at night, so don't waste your time hanging around during the day to catch a glimpse of him. Just knock on the door, ring the bell, and hang over the satchel, hear me? And this is one, as you see. Warns you only find Bill Ferny after nightfall. Must ring the bell to let Bill or his agent know. Let's go ahead and add it to the tracker. It's like bring the satchel to Bill Ferny at night or ring the bell to summon him or his assistant. Yeah, this is one of those quests that used to be. It's just like y'all remember we did the pipeweed quest with the bandits on the hilltop, and we've talked about the ghost quest with the ghost that wanders down that back alley over there next to the Bree Lodge. The Explorer's Lodge, that the ghost used to only come out at night, but now you can do the bandit quest during the day, and you can do the ghost quest during the day, and you can do this quest during the day now by just simply ringing the bell that's going to cause them to come out. But of course, we are waiting to do things properly around here. So there you are. I hope y'all been having a good one. Man, it's been a while. It has been a busy time, I'm afraid. I have had quite a few days at work. In fact, I'm supposed to be at work right now, but I managed to have some time off. The census has dropped down. We didn't have as many patients. So it's actually at the point where I got the night off. And I would have been on sooner, except there's a writing contest I've entered. There's a place called New York City Midnight. And this is the inaugural. They usually do short story and short play contests. This is their inaugural year where they're doing the microfiction. You have to write a 250-word story, and they give you a genre to write it in, and they give you an action that has to take place, and they give you a word you have to use. And I was in the group that got drama, so I had to write a 250-word drama. Using the word driving, and in an action they had to unwrap a present during that drama. And you had 24 hours to write it, which was over at midnight, just about almost 3.5 hours, a little over 3.5 hours ago. So it was nice having that extra time, not being at work, to kind of polish it down a little bit. So that's what kept us busy. Excuse me just a second. Excuse me. Woo. A little bit of a swallowing problem there. Take another sip of my coffee. So that's what kept us busy on top of the days of work. Good grief. It has been busy at work until tonight. So there you go. Let's ring this bell. And of course, we've been trying to do some of the Summerfest as well, but we haven't gotten any of that done over the last 4 days either. I don't know how much longer. I think it's another 3 or 4 days, maybe. Maybe ends on Tuesday, so maybe a couple more days. Try to get a few more runs in and a few more Hobbit races and Dwarf races in. Let's see, a Hobbit doorbell. Let's see if this summons Bill Ferny. It does. There's the piece of scum himself.
Why are you bothering me?
Ha! Soon Sharky's men will have all of Bree well in hand. With cowards like that little worm Adso under hill, there's no question of that. You just tell Adso that the payment's been received, but he better have another ready next week, or it will go badly for him. Yep, could have told him you never start paying blackmailers, loan sharks, and thugs, because the payments never end, people. What we got there? Tell Adso that the deal has been altered. Keep those payments coming, else he and his workers die. Okay. I have altered the arrangements. Pray I do not alter them further. Oh, you talk about a cut rate, cost cutter, bargain basement Darth Vader there. He likes to think he's something, doesn't he? Let's head on back to Adso's camp. Let's let him know that no, having all that was possibly... Oop, bring the satchel to Bill Ferny. I did bring the satchel to Bill Ferny by night. Yeah? Do I have to actually give it to him? Thought we completed that. It still says bring the satchel to him, though. That was Bill Ferny. We rang the bell. We got Bill. Why doesn't it say go back and talk to Adso again? It seems like... is the bell still there? Okay, let's ring the doorbell again. Does he reappear?
Why are you bothering me?
Alright, I did. Oh, did I forget to continue quest? Oh, that must have been it.
What do you need?
You done your part now. Now move along. Tell that hobbit we'll be calling again. I must have just closed the window, maybe, instead of actually completing it. Or moving on with the quest, because I knew there should be a Tell Adso here. So there you go. But yeah, the Summerfest goes on for a couple more days anyway, the repeat of it. Looking forward to getting some more fishing done today, and a few more Hobbit and Dwarf races. Get those under my belt. And just kind of relax. Oh, you know, I try to keep things going. You know, I've talked on my Facebook page and my friends about how I'm trying to get out of the mindset of taking days off, because days off are those kind of things where it's like it's a day off from work, but I don't want it to be a day off from doing important stuff like writing and working on my piano lessons and my Spanish and working on paintings and stuff. You know, doing, as I said, not working for someone else, but doing the work that I want to do. But by God, I am so mentally and physically exhausted. I think I'm going to, mentally exhausted especially, I think I'm going to actually take a day off today, you know? Let's see what Adso has to say. Another payment? This was supposed to be the last. I'll be driven to ruin, that rotten... But enough of my blather. I shouldn't burden you with my problems. No, I should thank you for your help, friend. Truth be told, I was a bit frightened to go out there by night by myself. If I could impose on you again, I have some true debts to pay, and to a nicer sort of folk. Indeed, my friend.
Please stay a moment.
Yes, oh, that was the other thing I wanted to show you. We are level 15. When we last saw you over in Barlaman Butterbur's Prancing Pony, we were level 14. We were close to the end. I didn't realize how close to this end we were, and I did one Summerfest quest without noticing, without putting the stone of the tortoise up there, and it dinged me to level 15. So I went ahead and gathered on up all the way up to almost the end of 15, and then put the stone of the tortoise back in place. As you see there, I go back in silver and not gaining experience again, because all these quests are level 14. And once again, I'm really working on trying to do these things on level. Although the next one in the series is level 17. It's a yellow one, so I think we're through with Adso for a little while. I do not know what to do. The brigands told me to pay them 3 equal payments, and that they would spare my workers and myself. I held my part of the bargain. Now they want more. I haven't anything left after sending workers to Buckland for supplies and the meager rewards I can offer folk for helping out here and there. I cannot allow my workers to suffer for my mistakes. I fear I may need to stop work on the inn, but Chief Watcher Grimbriar's working against the brigands here. So I must ask, would you be willing to help me send a message to those brigands? I hear that you have already done some work against the brigands before. I am sorry if I'm mistaken, but these are evil men, and they must be stopped. If you are willing to help, could you return to the old Sweetgrass Farm and send a message to these brigands? The old Sweetgrass Farm is a short distance northeast of here. So defeat brigands at the old Sweetgrass Farm. That's the one we had to defeat 12 of them. All right, nice to have stuff that's not level 14 anymore. And I see some other quests that I think have popped up now that we're in this area. Buckley Shepherd, Provisioner. What are you doing and what level is that?
Speak with you a moment?
That's another level 17, and it's about the brigands up there. So we will wait for... Well, let's go ahead and grab it. That way we won't forget it when we go back to come against these brigands.
Would you do something for me?
Supplies and demands. Hail, friend! I have news that will likely make you see the severity of our lives here. Adso is a good fellow, trying very hard to keep us safe, and he has done a wonderful job with the means he has left. But I simply know that it is not enough. These brigands encroach ever closer, and they will not leave us be. Already those knaves up near the old Sweetgrass Farm have taken tools and coin purses from the workers here, those who keep their faith in Adso, and now Adso puts his faith in you. How do you feel about helping Adso see the worth of his workers? Collect coin purses and tools from the brigands up there whenever we go and take them on. Okay, are there any more in this area? I don't see any over this way. That's all right. I'll get back to work soon. Yeah, some of his don't have the thing. I'm really getting tired of pacing back and forth like this. Maybe I'll go to Hawking Goods and go back to Hawking Goods and Bree. Yeah, well, that's where I'm going to be headed soon. All right, Roger Hockling. What level is your quest, Mr. Roger?
I'll not be ignored.
Another level 17. I see a trend here. A matter of feed. Boars can grow quite large and dangerous. The boars of Bree have always been a source of food, and the ones here in the southern Bree fields are no exception. Adso and others have grown fond of one of my meals, boar's head stew. If you could help gather the heads, I can make my delicacy and keep folks here well fed. Okay, we'll try that as well.
What is this world coming to?
You're not getting paid until you bring me 10 heads. Indeed. Okay, I think that has rounded up all the quests in this area now, overpowered though they are. So next up, let's look at our thing. We have Neekers in the Marshes, fixing Falco's Folly, which we might take that one on. If I remember right, they were even, and there was only 3, I think, that we have to take at one time. And why? Why trapping skills? We may do this one soon, but first, we're going to do Scouting the Marshes, Sharky's Men. Let's see. Treef Greenpower. Find evidence of the brigands' loyalty. We'll do that one, since that one is right out here, just on the other side of the fields. Just over there, y'all remember Greenbrier's cabin, which is just across the stream and just up the greenway just a little bit. So we're going to head over there. I'll rejoin you when we get there, and we set out from Greenbrier, and we'll also look at the quest bestowal when we get there again too. So it'll be actually just a moment for both of us. That is Greenbrier's cabin right up there. Y'all will notice the sky is starting to pink up around the edges of the horizon. That's because it was late watches when we logged in, and now it's the foredawn. So we are moving on along on the time there. Once I get up here to his steps, we're going to take a look at the messages that have popped up. Let's just see what he has to say again right quick.
How can I be of service?
To be honest, I'm not sure what to tell you to look for. If you encounter and defeat any brigands, or if you can search Dogwood's farm nearby, maybe you can discover something that would tell us why they become more hostile. Let's take a look at this. We got some new mail. What is our new mail? Ooh, Flambard Took Pressing Matters. Maybe that popped up whenever I turned 16. Let's see. to Gnomadan. Subject, pressing matters. Gather? No, that is for farmers and those without a scent of a trail. Oh, that was my level 15. That's right. Every 15, you have 15 levels, you get your class quest. I had forgotten all about those. We are meant for better things, are we not? I think it is time that I provide you a new trail. Take the letter attached and bring it to me. Flambard Took. This letter comes from your trainer in Bree and requests that you visit him at your earliest opportunity. Indeed we shall. Alright, we have a quest item. Gnomadan, I have news for you in Bree. There's a matter of importance that I wish you to address, as I think that you may be able to learn an important lesson. Flambard Took. Yes, we will accept that. I know what we're going to be doing next episode. We're going to be going and doing our level 15 class quest here. Yes! Let's look at the remote quest. That is our summer seasonal instances. Of course, we're doing that as well. For as much longer as it goes, y'all will see y'all would have seen the summer quest deed over here. Deed bestowed. A lucky day at the races. There you go. That's the one that I did. Lucky day at the races. I did a race. I won with Colmar, and it immediately dinged me to level 15. So, only 7 more races to win to complete this particular quest. I don't think I'm going to get it done before the repeat's over. So that one will probably have to wait until next season, next summer, to complete. But in the meantime, let's pull up Sharky's Men and let's read the bestowal that Chief Watcher here gave us. My job is to guard Bree. I don't have the men to waste patrolling the countryside, but of late I've had reports of brigand raids near and around the town, so I moved to this location to keep closer watch. I need someone to look into these rumors, and I've coined a spare for anyone willing to help. There have always been a few outlaws in the hills and dales north of town, but it seems that recently they've grown both more numerous and more bold. If you can find out what is going on, it would be appreciated. Careful though. Once these outlaws would flee any armed man, but now they are more prone to attack without warning. The farm across the road seems to overrun by the brigands. You could start your investigations there. In fact, we shall. The farm across the road. Well, could that be it? I think that's it. I think that's the farm he's talking about. Let's cross it. I was thinking at first when I looked this way that was Thornley's farm, but that's much further up the road and has the work site before you get to the farm. So this is like the Dogwood, Dogweed, Dog Patch. Which comic strip is this that they took this name from? Dogwood. Dagwood, that's what I'm thinking. Dagwood and Dog Patch was a little Abner, wasn't it? There we go. Alright, so we need to find evidence of the brigand's loyalty. So I'm wondering if we throw down... No, don't go away. Don't go away. Let's see, can we hit you? There we go. Shoot him. If we take down one of these raiders, would that give us the ability... You find a strange medallion. I was hoping that would be enough. And surprisingly... Woo! Didn't see the raider coming up behind us. Surprisingly... We didn't have a deed or anything like that pop up for killing bandits in the Bree Hills or the Bree Fields or anything like that. But that's fine. We will take this medallion back over to Chief Watcher. We'll take a look at it once we get there also to see if there's anything on it. This medallion is worn by high-ranking brigands and bears an unmistakable S shape. Okay. We found this necklace.
What do you need?
Yeah, don't need that quite so big there. Since when are outlaws able to afford such things as medallions? Even the constables don't have badges. And who is this Sharky fellow anyway? This is very disturbing. Your find seems to suggest an organization that we haven't seen before in these brigands. Not sure where he got the name Sharky from, but okay. Is there anything in there? Anything at all? Brigands? No. They say anything about... No, there was nothing there. I don't see anything down here that says... No, don't see anything with a bandit yelled at anything about Sharky's gonna pay you for that or anything. Okay. I'm not sure where he got the Sharky name from, but that's okay. We'll just go on
Why to
along.
take a moment of your time?
Shadow of the White Hand, level 14. I have a spy among the brigands who may be helpful in divining the true nature of this Sharky. I will send him a message instructing him to come to a certain hill not far from here. Meet him there and ask him about Sharky and his plans. The meeting place is by an old gray rock and a small stand of trees directly north of Breetown. If my spy has no news to share, we will need to find another means of learning Sharky's plans. That we can do. Let's get that out of the way. I think this will be the last quest we do today. And then when I see y'all again, we shall be doing the level 15 a pressing matter. That's the one we would do after that. Okay, I believe the stand of trees is somewhere right here. This is the road back to the north gate of Bree. We should see his bandit buddy's ring parking up. His spy, there it is. Knew it was somewhere in this stand of trees, as he said, just north of the gate. And we need to be ready for a fight as well. I remember this one. Brigand Informer.
You startled me.
We must be quick. I think they suspect something. Wait, what's that sound? Look out! Here they come! Oh no, I've been followed by Sharky's men. Here they come! Please, fight them off! Can I get that down in time? Nope. Not, whoop, I did get it down in time. Let's move back over this way and let it trigger on them. Come on, be nice if you took a little damage there. Brigand Enforcer, you could fight a little bit better, you know. I mean, I'm a hero and all that, but darn. Thanks, I hope these notes I prepared are helpful. I better get out of here. Tell Greenbrier I'm done with this business for good. Collected the informer's notes. And they didn't mention anything about Sharky either, did they? Nope, they didn't say a word either that I can see. Okay, it's back over to Greenbrier as the sky continues to pink up out here. Let's see if we can work our way through the field bears and the splinter tusk. You never know what's going to aggro on you. You never know which ones are just going to be don't get too close and which ones are going to growl at you if you stand too long. Because I know I've been chased by a few of the wolves up toward Ceradan's camp. And the bears, too, I think, chased me a bit. They were all quite aggro. Okay, let's see. Do we have... There's the letter. Since Sharky's men have come up from the south and taken over, the local brigands have changed from being common thieves and robbers into something more like a small army. Dirty and ill-equipped though they are, by combining their numbers, they may be stronger than any of the town guards. The Breland brigands of past times might have been crude and dirty outlaws, but they were still men of Bree for the most part, with relatives in the towns and farms of the region, so they weren't all that inclined to heedless violence. But now Sharky's men have changed everything. No dissent or squeamishness is permitted, and under their brutal fists, the brigands of the country have become far more dangerous. It seems that Sharky's men are gathering their forces for some important task, and I'm afraid that they intend no simple thieving. It may be that they mean to take over all of Breland. I know little of these men from the south. They are almost all ill-favored brutes, but they are well-armed and skilled fighters. They do not trust the native Breland outlaws with their secrets, but they revere a leader they call Sharky. I am sure that Sharky is not yet in Breland, but it may be that he will come soon. Where do these men come from? And where's Sharky now? I do not know for sure, for I have never traveled beyond Breland and do not know the Southlands. But these men sometimes speak of a place called Isengard. They come from beyond Andraith, maybe as far as Dunland. It seems from what I've overheard that they are rivals with some brand they call the Iron Crown, but I know even less of this. Ooh, we are in dangerous hands here,
What can I do for you?
and these brigands are playing with deadly allies. This is dire news. I suppose it was too much to expect that it all turned out to be some minor brigand leader's dream of lordship. Well, I should not blame you for doing what I sent you to do, though it is a pity you did not come with better tidings. I think I know our next step in this action, but it is a grim task I will send you to perform. All right, which one? Ceradan's bow. Ooh, that's a nice upgrade to our bow. His leggings. No, our leather leggings, it looks like. Well, we got more armor, but less fate. And his iron bracelet. I think we're going to go with the bow. It would be nice to have a bow. There we go.
Could I speak with you a moment?
Let's get an upgrade. Let's keep taking weapon upgrades before we get into the long and deadly legendary item slog. Rogue's Gallery. Now listen here. I'm not going to invite the aid of those rangers out of the wild. The men of Bree are capable of defending their own lands from the threats they face, and we will not rely on strange folk for assistance. This information speaks of the captain who led the raid on Dogwood's farm and his current location. We have a chance to strike a telling blow against these brigands and find out more about them. It appears that the leader established a camp within a thick copse of trees behind the knoll to the west. The knoll in question is to the south of Dogwood's farm. Let us strike this blow for the men of Breland. Collect the notes and return them to Chief Watcher Grimbar. I would love if we were ever to do anything, but I tell you, you Watchers are almost as lazy as the Rangers are. And as dawn is about to come and we listen to the last of the owls hooting and the last of the melancholy nighttime music, that is where we are going to call it an episode. I appreciate y'all coming along. I appreciate y'all being patient while work and everything else eats up my free time, and I don't get to churn these out as often as I would like. But we appreciate you coming along for the ride and hope you've enjoyed them. So next time, Gnomadan thanks you, and we thank you too. We'll see you next time, and bye-bye.